Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to this webinar. I am so excited. I am so excited that you have joined me this evening. So as we get started, I want to just welcome all of you who have joined me this evening. I cannot wait to dive in and for us to get this party started. I am so excited, so excited. So as I wait for you guys to come on so that we can really dive into this YouTube Live, which I just cannot wait to expose so many of you to the many wonderful things about YouTube that you may not know is available to you. It is right at your fingertips and you don't even know it. I guarantee you, you don't even know how wonderful YouTube can be, especially for your business, especially if you are a small business owner, if you are an entrepreneur, if you you have a talent, you have a skill, you really want to get yourself out there, then you need to be on YouTube. That is just plain and simple. There's no way around this, okay? So we have the chat open. Who are joining me? Tell me, where are you from? Where are you from? Let's start talking. Y'all know how I do. This must be very interactive because if it's not, we will have wasted our time together. And that's something that I do not want to do. I do not want to waste our time. So hello, we have Monique, we have April. I am so excited for you all to be here. So yes, so this is actually the webinar. So April, this is actually the webinar, and I'm really excited about that. So just hang on as more viewers start to chime in. We will get started. So we have April here, we have Monique here, we have Agent Beautiful. Oh, I like that, Agent Beautiful. Hello, hello. We have Shavella here. Hello, Shavella. I love Shavella. I love Monique. These are actually some of my clients who are actually on this YouTube Live. So I am very excited about it, okay? And so as I just give a few more of you, hey, Tiffany Russell, there's another one of my clients. There's another one. As I actually just give you guys a little more time to tune in, I'm going to let you all know who have joined me what this YouTube Live is all about. And for those of you who are in especially the online industry, if you're you're used to people telling you, oh, I have a webinar going on, or sign up for this webinar. I know you are used to them doing their webinars and conducting them differently. You're used to them, taking you to a secret private location, and then from there they teach you whatever it is that they want to teach you. But I'm here to let you know that I have really uncovered the power of YouTube, and I actually stopped doing my webinars the way everyone else did, and I started doing my webinars differently. So before we get started, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me nice, loud, and clearly, and I will jump into this lesson because tonight is all about busting what I feel are the top 5 myths that keep people from launching YouTube and launching it for their business, their message, their cause. A lot of people have YouTube channels, but to me, they're not using them as effectively as they could. So hi, Sydney. Sydney is Tiffany's daughter. So as we get started, I just want to do a roll call. Do you have a YouTube channel? Type yes if you have one, and type no in the comments if you do not have a YouTube channel. Welcome and hello to all of the new viewers. I'm just waiting until 9:10 to get started. So do you have a YouTube channel? That's not a trick question. Do you have a YouTube channel? All right, and so what we're going to do is we are going to get started. We are going to get started. So excited. We're getting started. And on top of that, we are going to, I really want us to have a really good time. I really want this to be interactive. Okay, everyone? So we're going to get started very soon. Actually, we're going to get started now. Just give me a second. All right. So you guys, so some of you are telling me that you do not a YouTube channel. I wonder why is that? Why don't you have a YouTube channel? If you don't have a YouTube channel, why don't you have one? Why don't you have a YouTube channel? So just as I'm waiting for you guys to tell me that, I'm going to get started. All right, we are going to get started. So a lot of you do not have YouTube channels, which is surprising to me. I think that is very surprising, but hey, we have to do what we have to do, right? All right, so this is, here we are. All right, you guys, so we're going to get started. Bear with me here because sometimes YouTube, sometimes it can be a little interesting, but bear with me. All right. All right, so you should be able to see this. So when you can see my full screen, please let me know. All right, so we have TJ Dean. We have TJ Dean here. Welcome, TJ Dean. TJ Dean is a very interesting young man. He has interesting in a great way. He's an awesome father, and he has quite a message. He has such a wonderful, awesome message. So TJ, we're going to talk about that. All right, so as soon as you guys can see my window, we're going to get started. We're going to get started. All right, so tonight is all about how you can use YouTube for your business. And when I say business, everyone, what I mean by that is you may not think that you have a business, but everybody has a business. Everybody is selling something. You're selling yourself, your skills, your talents, everything. You are selling something. So get out of the habit of thinking, oh, I don't have a business. I don't have anything to sell. We want to do that, and I'm going to really address some of your concerns. And listen, you can be a realtor, you can be a cook, you can be a makeup artist, a singer, a chef. It doesn't matter. You can use YouTube. So here is the agenda. These are 5 myths about YouTube agenda. The intro, I'm going to let you all know who I am. Some of you may think you know me, but you really don't. Some of you may have never heard of me before, and that's quite all right too. We're going to go over the 5 myths. I'm going to discuss a way for you to work with me if you would like to pursue YouTube after you see all of the wonderful things that YouTube has to offer. I'm guaranteeing you, you're going to want to just explore further ways of being able to work with me. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to do some on-the-spot coaching. So if you have any questions that you have for me and you stick around until the end, I will answer your questions and I will give you on-the-spot coaching. So if you're rolling with me, if you hear me, if you're rolling with me and you want to get started, I want you to type myths in the comments, MYTHS. All right, so who am I? My name is Shalena D.I.V.A. The D.I.V.A is an acronym. No, I don't have a bad attitude. No, I don't think I'm better than everyone else. That is not what D.I.V.A stands for. D.I.V.A is actually my personal philosophy in life. And I'm a life and I'm a business coach. I'm an award-winning speaker, a best-selling author, and that my life's philosophy that I told you about, it stands for discover, invest, value, and appreciate your life and business. I have been featured on the Dr. Oz Show, in Cosmo Magazine, locally in the Philadelphia Tribune, and nationally on Fox, on the Harry Show. So I have quite a bit of experience as a life and a business coach, and I'm really, really excited about that, right? All right, and that sounds all nice and good, but guess what? It wasn't always that way. In fact, for 2 years after I decided to leave a 6-year relationship that had become toxic. We started out in love. I love this person very much, but over the years, people grow apart. And I remember this day fondly. I left this relationship on June the 18th, 2012, and I never looked back. And it was one of the biggest, craziest, scariest decisions in my life, but I don't regret doing it. But I must say that when I crossed over that threshold, when I walked away and I packed up my BMW, see here, with trash bags filled with my belongings for over the past 6 years that I was with that person, I was homeless for 2 years. It was not an easy road for me. And I went from having a luxurious lifestyle. I don't know if you can look at the picture of the house and kind of tell, and the driveway and the well manicured lawn. I don't know if you can tell that, but I had a great lifestyle and I was very comfortable, but I was not being who I knew God created me to be. So I made a tough decision. I left, and I let my son stay with his father because I didn't know where I was going. I went from having money, you all, to having no money at all. And I was so broke and broken that it took me 2 years to get back on my feet. And even when I got back on my feet and I had enough money to rent an apartment, I still needed help from my friends to furnish my apartment. And I prayed about it, and God just instructed me, start a GoFundMe account and ask your friends to help you to furnish your apartment. It took a lot of humility because I just knew people were going to laugh at me. They were going to ridicule me. But guess what? People showed up and showed out. And one day they raised $1,000 on my behalf. And I will forever be grateful for that because it really showed me that God is truly my provider. And it really let me know where my help came from, you guys. So I tell this story because I was so broke and I was so just down and out that this is where I was. But you just saw the first post, right? You just saw the first slide of where I am now. But I always tell people this story here so that you know that this isn't an overnight thing. And yes, I do have a testimony and I do have a story, and I always try to be transparent about that. But while I was in this place of being, of starting over and just really feeling dejected many days, I still believed that I controlled my destiny. And I still believed that I could create a business and a life that my son could be proud of. All right. So I know some of you, how many of you know the book, The Secret? Type secret in the comments. So I knew that they said you can write yourself a check. So I wrote myself a check for $100,000. I knew what I was going to do for it. I believe that God would do it because of Deuteronomy 8:18, that God has given me the power to create wealth. So I'm sharing this with you because often when we are at our lowest, we don't realize the richness and the power of being at the bottom, of being at rock bottom, because rock bottom is where you build a solid foundation. And no matter where you are, you can turn your life around. You can start declaring and decreeing just like I did. And you can do that because everything you need is in your hands or is at your feet. You have everything that you need. And one of my really good friends told me that. And all that I had was my laptop, my Wi-Fi, and my cell phone. And I'm telling you, and some days I didn't even have Wi-Fi because I couldn't afford it. I would go to McDonald's, but that was all I needed. A woman who was on welfare, who was homeless, who was broken, who was broke, who was dejected. Guess what? This is income from 2016, 2 years after I started that GoFundMe, and I moved past my fears. This is one of my bank accounts. And you can see I earn money in here almost every single day. From this snapshot, it was money almost every single day. So I went from being someone who was needy and needed other people to being someone who harnessed the power to create wealth. And look what I was able to do for myself. I was on welfare and I was homeless. All right. I always share this and I love it. This story never gets old because if it can happen for me, and to me and through me, it can happen to you. Type me in the comments if you believe it can happen to you. All right, so I write my story, and guess who else writes their story? You write your story. I went from welfare and homeless to 6 figures in a year to 6 figures in a month. This is the Shalena D.I.V.A story. What will your story be? What will your message be? Okay, what will it be? I want you to type author in the comments. Type author in the comments because you are the author of your story. So what is my mission? It is plain and simple: to educate, train, and equip women to earn online income so they can focus on their families and lead full lives they love. And right next to me, this handsome, strapping young gentleman in the football outfit is my son, KC. He is 8 years old, and he is my why. I love him. He is my why. Thank God I was able to go to his football game. He's my why. And some of the women on this YouTube live, they are some of my clients, and they were some of my e-com clients. So they can tell you I do educate, train, and equip women to earn online income, because some of them have set up their Amazon and Shopify stores. All right, so enough about me. What is this about, and what does it have to do with you? This is all about 5 myths about YouTube. And some of you actually shared some of your myths with me, some of the myths you believe in, and I can't wait to bust you. I'm going to bust you with love. I'm going to bust you with love. So type love in the comments, because I'm going to bust you, but I got to do it with love. I'm going to do it with love, I promise you. Right, so let me tell you about my love affair with YouTube. Many people think that YouTube is just like right now what you're doing. You're watching something, you're at home and you're watching a YouTube video on your phone or on your desktop, your laptop, your iPad, wherever, your tablet. YouTube is an actual place, and it has several locations around the world. YouTube is owned by Google, and guess what? There is a YouTube NYC studio. I am not only a YouTube partner, meaning that YouTube actually pays me every month, but I'm an access partner. So I get to go to YouTube's New York studio, and I get to record and use all of their equipment. Yes, so they have a location in New York, LA, there's one in Tokyo, London, and there's another country. Don't quote me, but YouTube is an actual place. So I want you to type place comments. YouTube is an actual place. So Miss Frazier, I'll get to you. And here am I at YouTube events. Yes, YouTube has these fabulous events, and guess what? They personally invite the diva. Yes, they do. They invite me. So the YouTube New York studio is in the Chelsea market. So the food channel is in there. There are a lot of great places in there. Okay. So on the left, wearing that dress, y'all, because I was feeling good. I actually attended a Rock the Flex the Vote. That was when YouTube actually had a vote party, a watch party, where we watched the election results. Oh my God, it was so depressing because the person I wanted to win didn't win, but that is me. I'm actually in the Chelsea market on the left, and on the right, I'm actually inside of the YouTube studio, standing in front of some of their signs. So how many of you knew that YouTube has events, special events, and they can invite you to them? I get special invitations. Type invite. Yes, I told you YouTube is an actual place, and they invite you to stuff. Oh my goodness. So, here's the thing. When you go to the YouTube, at least the New York studio, everybody uses their studio. One time I went there, the Hunger Games was in there. Glamour or Vogue magazine was in there. Rock Nation was in there. YouTube, let me tell you, YouTube is very generous. So a lot of these big name companies use their studio to let you use their state-of-the-art equipment. It is awesome. So on the left, I am pictured with Bilal, the R&B singer. He performed that night. And on the right, some of you might recognize this handsome young gentleman. That is Common. Actually, they're both handsome to me. Common is on the right and Bilal is on the left. Remember, YouTube is all about videos, so YouTube has no problem bringing out celebrities. And in fact, at this event, the young lady from Power was there, the Notori was there. It was a bunch of these New York DJs and radio hosts, people from the Breakfast Club, all these different Hot 97, I don't remember, but they were there. So yes, YouTube was more than just watching it on video. So this is me and Common and me and Bilal. And I'm going to try to show you this video. Don't worry, there will not be any sound. It was not available because I'll tell you why it's not available. That video was actually of me in, here we go here. That video was actually, okay, exit. I need to exit here. Let me go back. All right, let me find out where I was again, y'all. Hold on. All right, so we want to actually get out of here. Hold on. Exit full screen. Exit. I'll tell you why this video was not available, but don't worry. Gonna go back to presentation mode. Gonna go back to presentation mode, so hold on. All right, so I'm going to tell you why that video of me was not available. It was not available because it was actually a video of me actually in the YouTube studio, and I was using their studio. So YouTube lets you use their state-of-the-art studio. I was using the studio, and I was actually bumping to Beyonce in the background. And what ended up happening is that YouTube caught that I had Beyonce in the background, and so they muted the video. So you can clearly see right there that it's a picture of me actually in the YouTube studio. So that's why I wanted to show you that, is that I don't just talk about this stuff. I'm actually, I don't just talk about it, I be about it, as they say. So here are the 5 myths about YouTube, okay? One is that the market is saturated. How many of you feel as though the market is saturated? There are so many people out there who already talk about whatever it is that you talk about. If you believe this, I want you to type market in the comments. Type market in the comments. I'm going to bust that myth. And then we're going to move on to the second one. Nothing to talk about. And actually someone brought it up. They said, you know what, Shalena, I have nothing to talk about, and I don't know what to talk about, and it's just overwhelming. I don't even know what to say. So the first people type market in the comment. The second people, if this is what you struggle with, this myth, I want you to type talk. Type talk in the comments. Then we have the third one. And let me tell you, I have been all of these people. Not the right equipment. That's been me, y'all, so I'm not even going to sit up here and lie. I even made a video about it. Not the right equipment, okay? So not the right equipment. Then we have the folks who are camera shy. I used to be camera shy. If you're camera shy, okay, let me back up. If it's not the right equipment, just type equipment in the comments. If it's not the right equipment, type equipment in the comments. Because I'm gonna bust you up too, with love. Then the fourth people, I'm camera shy. No, you're not putting me on that camera. I'm shy. I used to be camera shy too. And then the fifth one, negative internet trolls. Let me tell you guys, I have been through all of these myths, and I had to bust through all of these myths with taking action. And the last one is what kept me from doing YouTube lives. I was like, oh no, there are internet trolls, and they're gonna get me, and I don't, no. So let's go through it again. If it's the market, type market. If you don't have anything to talk about, type talk. If it's the right equipment, type equipment. If you're camera shy, type shy. If you so it's shy. If you're scared of the trolls, type trolls. Don't be scared. Type the trolls in there, okay? I need you to type the trolls in there. And then market saturation. All right. So here we go. Oh, y'all gotta like bear with me on this one. Okay. So here we are, you guys. So I get to teach now, and I get to bust those myths. And we're going to start first one. We're going to start with the first myth. And that, listen, do not feel bad. Do not feel bad, okay? Because I went through all of them. The first one is really important. It's about market saturation. As though there's already someone out there saying what I'm saying. There's already someone out there doing it like really big. how will I be any different? What makes me different? How will I be different? Okay. So what I'm going to do with each myth is I'm going to walk you through it, and then I'm going to give you an example. Okay. I'm going to give you an example to really help you understand why you should not be afraid of YouTube and why YouTube is actually your friend. So a number of you said the market is saturated. Unlike many other platforms like Facebook, Instagram, where Facebook owns Instagram, and a lot of these other platforms, whether it's LinkedIn or whatever, you have to understand that when YouTube was created, it was created with the creators, you and I. Anybody who creates a video on YouTube is called a YouTube creator. Well, the YouTube business model was designed with the creator, you and I, in mind. Whereas though, think about on Facebook, if you create an awesome video on Facebook and it goes viral and it gets shared, do you earn money? No, you don't. Do that. The only way that you can really tap into Facebook to earn money is if you actually pay Facebook to run your ads, and it attracts your ideal clients, and then they hear about you, and then if you do your work right, then they will purchase from you. You earn money. YouTube is not designed that way. YouTube is truly designed with the creator in mind because of their business model. Premier customers are advertisers, and the kinds of advertisers that are on YouTube, everybody's on YouTube. You have Mercedes-Benz, you have Ford, you have GMC, you have McDonald's, you have colleges and universities. I mean, K's Jewelers, everybody and their mama, all of the big name companies are using YouTube. And it's because video is huge. If you can visually get in front of your ideal client, it's a larger success rate of you converting that a customer. So video is extremely important. And so anytime you see these really big advertisers on YouTube, that should be an indication that is something going on here. And also it should give you comfort, because if these big name advertisers are hanging out where you hang out, what it means is that YouTube has leveled the playing field. So eventually, if you will want to do YouTube ads, which you don't have to at all, you get to play where the big boys and the big girls play. Imagine trying to, get your content in front of people during a Super Bowl. It's not going to happen on YouTube. And the beautiful thing about YouTube is YouTube needs you and me. They need us to create content so that all of those big time advertisers, so that they can run their ads on it. So YouTube needs me and it needs you. That is why Google treats its creators so well. And one way is they allow you to monetize your channel. And so each month I get a paycheck from Google. Let me tell you, there are people who have YouTube channels. Some guy named PewDiePie, he says, PewDiePie, that's how he pronounces his name, $12 to $14 million a year that Google pays him. Delphine, she has like her own makeup line, and she started out as a creator, YouTube creator. Lily Singh, people. And the thing is, you don't even have to grow to be that big. You can just, do a lot of the things that I do in my business. But the thing is, YouTube needs you, wants you. So that's one reason why the market is never saturated with YouTube. YouTube even goes as far as it may randomly pick one of your videos and advertises it on your behalf. Generous. They are very generous. So I want you to understand, YouTube wants you. YouTube wants more creators. First and foremost, they want to pay you. They will pay you once you learn how to monetize your channel. So their business model is set up you and to me. And since their business model is set up that way, they are looking for you. They want you. They need you. So that is one way I want you to look at this, and one way I want you to realize that the market on YouTube is never saturated, because YouTube needs you. They need more content for their advertisers to run their ads on. Let's just one myth I just want to throw out there is that, listen, you do not get paid from the number of views, the number of times people view your content. You get paid, I get paid by people watching that run before my videos. So if you subscribe, and when you watch my videos, let the video play the whole way through, please, so I can get paid. All right. So that's what I want you to understand. So how many of you realize that YouTube wants you? I want you, if you believe me, if you trust and believe me, type YouTube wants me in the comments. And I'm going to give you an example of a person who actually went into a niche, whatever you want to call it. It's simply like a field of interest. I'm going to tell you about a person who was brand new, who had a passion for a niche that was very popular. They already had big, people who are really doing it in this niche, but that, and I want to get it out, because that is how you differentiate yourself in the market. I don't care if you're a makeup artist, if you're a cook, if you're a motivational speaker, I don't care what you do. What I'm about to show you works. So if you're rolling with me and you believe me, what did I tell you? What did I tell you guys to type? Yes, YouTube wants you. They really, truly do. So now it is example time. Now it is example time. So I'm still, figuring out this whole YouTube live thing. Is really interesting for me. So I'm about to show you an example. All right, going to show you an example. Right. All right. Okay, so I'm going to show you an example of a person who said, I have a message. I know YouTube, I know YouTube is I know YouTube is crowded. I know there are a lot of people out here. Hold on. All right, here we go. I'll tell you an example of someone who said, I know that there are a lot of people out here. I know there are a lot of people talking about hair and stuff like that, but guess what? I want to talk about it. So here's an example. Here's an example, everyone, of someone.
It's about time you get internet that works as hard as your business.
Example of someone who decided to go against the grain, who decided to say, you know what? I have a message. I want to get out there and I want to share it. Everyone else is talking about healthy hair, natural hair. I have a message and I'm going to share it. All right, so that person, if you can tell right now, that person is me. You're not going to be able to hear the video, but this person is me. And I knew that a lot of people out there were doing things with healthy and natural hair, but I felt as though I could add a lot more to the conversation. And I felt as though I could add more to the conversation because of my point. I was totally new. I did this video 4 years ago. I was homeless, y'all. I just believed that my voice made a difference. And so instead of just like showing people how to do their hair, I wanted to show them like how to take care of their hair. I wasn't an expert. I just truly had a passion for YouTube. I had a passion for healthy hair. So I got my neighbor, I told her to come over, and I proved to her that she didn't need a relaxer in her hair. And I had whipped up some concoction in my kitchen, and I told her, hey, use this on your hair. And listen, like I said, I wasn't an insider or anything like that. I put a video up there, over 1 million views. I'm not a big time natural hair person, like Natural 85 and Kimmy Tube and all those people. But no, I had an idea, vision, and I had something different to offer. And also I'm going to show you another video of mine where I really, and I really truly made a difference. video where, once again, I knew it was a lot of people in the healthy hair industry, but the thing is, everybody, I knew that I had something different to bring, and it was this one. I told people, you know, that I was stressed out. Remember, I just told you guys I was in that relationship. It was toxic. I was stressed out, and guess what? I showed people how I grew back my balding crown because my hair had fallen out. But you know what I did that was different? I chose to tell people about how God helped me to find healthy hair as a way to become healthy and to grow my hair back, and how I wouldn't make my hair a god, because a lot of the young ladies who was on YouTube at the time, everyone, hair. And I'm like, I understand that. But as for me, I'm not making my hair a god. I said that in this video. I'm not making my hair a god. I'm going to show you guys how I grew back my hair, and I'm going to tell you all the stuff I used. This video is at over 900,000 people. So please don't tell me that the market is saturated. There's room for you. There's room for me. You don't have to be a big time person that way. But what you do have to be is somebody who has a different and a unique perspective, and a person who can help people. So do you guys believe me when I say that the market is not saturated? If you were dealing with that myth, type market to let me know. All right. So here we are right now. I'm trying to convince you that the market is never saturated. YouTube wants you, and guess what? You have a unique perspective. You have a unique experience. You have a unique voice that you will bring to your videos that's going to attract people. The worst thing that you can do is get on YouTube and try to be like everyone else, to try to sound like everybody else, to try to, I see it all the time, to try to have your videos look all slick like everybody else's. By you showing up and being you and sharing what you really believe, and then most importantly, to solve a problem. Because remember, this is for people who are in business, or you have a message, right? You are in business to solve a problem. They're going to do well when they solve problems. Solve with those hair videos. Hey, I can show you how, you know, are you dealing with the balding crown? Is your hair falling out? Guess what? I can show you how to grow back your hair naturally. How to grow back your hair naturally. Because remember, people go on YouTube to find out how to do something, entertained. How to do something, or to be entertained, or like to learn. People, they just like to follow certain people, but you have to solve a problem. So some of you, if you're a realtor, I know there's a realtor on this YouTube live. What do you help people to do? You help them to find homes, right? So your videos need to be geared towards the issues that your potential clients have. Position yourself as the expert, as the go-to person who offers a solution. That is the basic part of YouTube. Like, even if it's like you want to get on here and you want to do jokes, your job is to entertain people, to be focused on. And then when people get into the, well, I don't really know what to talk about, you know, you're a realtor. What are some of your experiences? Do you know what it's like to have bad credit? Can you help someone get their credit straight? A lot of people, what they do is to position themselves as an expert. They do like a Q&A type video where they get their subscribers to write in, and then the subscribers actually give them the content, and then you actually do videos based upon what the people say. So remember, the market is never saturated. My makeup artists, I don't care who you are, they're not saturated, because there's somebody out there waiting to hear your story, and they're waiting to hear what you have to say. All right, so if you guys are rolling with me and you're ready for myth number 2, type myth 2 in the comments. Type myth 2 in the comments, and we're going to get to that myth. And that myth is, when I show y'all this example, y'all going to be like, oh my God. I promise you. So type myth number 2. All right, here we go. All right. All right. So here we are. You don't have anything to talk about, right? Don't have anything. I promise you, woman, you're going to be like, what the heck? You're going to be like, what the heck? And I hope you do say what the heck, because that's what you get. This woman that I discovered, everyone, her name is Whispers Red, ASMR. ASMR is a niche of people who what they do is it's like auditory and it's based upon sounds. And when I show you this lady, okay, she is amazing to me. Her name is Whispers Red ASMR. She currently has 200 and almost 60,000 subscribers, okay? I'm going to click on her channel. I'm going to click on my favorite. I hope I can find my favorite. Oh, here it is. Favorite video. This is my favorite video. All right. Hey, Ty Lopez. Here. I'm just going to skip it for this one, but you really want to let it play. But there's this woman, right? You can't, I want you to go back and I want you to look up. She talks, okay? Her name is Whispers Red. Listen to how she talks. This woman's video, this video is 36 minutes long. And pulling this woman's hair and she's brushing it. She literally, and I wish I had the sound on here so that you all could hear this. Let me see if I can get the sounds. You know, if you really can't hear much, you got to be quiet. You probably can't hear. I'm going to shut up.
I'm just going to brush out all of the knots first.
Do you see her brushing her hair?
Isn't too naughty. She does look after it. That's not too bad. Let me just gather it together.
All right, so I'm actually going to stop playing this because I want to get into the lesson. Get into the point that it's a myth about. All right, so I'm actually going to stop sharing this. Okay. Gonna stop sharing this. Wait a minute. Can y'all see me brushing my hair? I'm sorry. I'm guilty as charged. I am guilty as charged. I love that woman's channel. I love her channel. And sometimes when I want to go to sleep at night, and literally what she does and women in her field, what they do, they let you listen to them like brushing hair. And you listen to the bristles of the brush. Like this. Now you're going to feel the brush moving across my skin. It's very smooth. When I first saw that, y'all, I was like, that is some weird stuff. I promise you. But no, it's not. It's not weird. I promise you. It is not weird. It's not weird. It's not weird, y'all. I promise you it's not weird. So here's the deal. If a woman, and she's not the only one, that woman, that video had millions. I believe it's over 3 million views on that video. If people can sit up there and do videos of brushing someone's hair with a microphone attached and people listen, I'm not gonna lie, I watch those videos because they are relaxing. If they can get on there and they can do that, nothing to talk about. You have to present whatever it is that you're doing in a very interesting way. Now, how many, I'm trying to tell y'all, if they can get, y'all not listening to me? The woman has almost 360,000 subscribers. She makes almost $300,000 a year from people listening to some, and then they talk to you like this, and it feels this way. It's a whole world. So, do you believe me when I say you don't have anything to talk about? And someone said to me, you know what, Shalena, I just don't know how to put it all together. And that's okay, because that's where you get coaching, that's where you get training from. But to say you have nothing to talk about, this woman earns $300,000 a year. Well, doing this. Yeah. Look, I love her, so don't mock me. Okay, I love her. I like listen to that stuff. It might seem weird, but cool. Okay, so yes, you can talk about anything on YouTube, and anything is fair game. Okay, so if I have convinced you about myth number 2, myth number 3, so that we can move on. And myth number 3 is about equipment. Myth number 3 is about not having the right equipment. So if you're rolling with me, type number 3 in the comments. Somebody was like, wow. Don't be laughing at Whispers Red, okay? Don't do it. I like her. All right, so as I'm waiting for you guys, we're going to go on to myth number 3, which is about not having the right equipment. Now, as we talk about that, okay, most people, they jump in and they say, you know what? I need lights. I need a banging camera. I need all of this stuff, right? You can create a great looking YouTube video with what you already have. Remember, everything you need is in your hands or is at your feet. Your cell phone, you can get started recording YouTube videos with your cell phone, or it came with your computer. Use it. Especially when you are just starting out, use the equipment that you have. In terms of light, if you don't have, like I have a light right now because over the years I have invested. If you're looking for light, here's a rule of thumb I never want you to forget. I want you to find a window that gets a lot of light in your house. And it can, it doesn't have to get a whole lot, but it gets a lot of natural light. I want you to set up in front of that window as though like you are looking out of the window. So this is my window right here. So excuse me, you guys, there's somebody giving me a call. So this is my window right here. And if I wanted to use the natural light, give me 1 second. If I wanted to use my natural light, what I would do, I hate when people do that. If I wanted to use my natural light, okay, what I would do is I would look out of this window, facing the window, looking out of it. And then I would have my camera or my phone looking towards me, right? Because what you want to do is you want to be facing the natural light. You want to face the natural light, film, and you want to get all that natural light. That is the best kind of light. So that busts the, oh, I need expensive lights. No, you don't. In front of the window, look out of the window, and then film. So that imagine someone was filming you, their back would be towards the open window, but you will be looking out of the window. So that solves the lighting right there, okay? I don't want to hear anything you don't have lights. Talking about cameras, use your iPhone, use your regular phone, use your webcam, okay? You don't need fancy equipment to get started. And I would encourage you not to do it, to invest up front, because you may not even know what you're doing. Again, with YouTube, you're trying to build an audience, and the way you build an audience is by creating a lot of content, and you just want to create as many videos as you can in the beginning, okay? So I'm going to give you an example. Are you guys enjoying my examples? Are you enjoying my myth-busting examples? So I'm going to give you an example of a person who said, you know what? I have a lot of fancy equipment, but I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do what I need to do, because a lot of the times, you guys, what happens is that we're inadequate. Like, we don't have this, or we don't have that, we don't have the fancy video editing equipment, and things have to be great. That is not what people are looking for, especially in the beginning. So I'm gonna share an example. I'm gonna share an example from my life. And it's actually me. And this is actually a video that I am very proud of. And this is a video that actually did some wonderful things in my business. All right, so it's my video, Homeless to Six Figures. It's right here. And let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. I actually did a Facebook Live, and then I uploaded it to YouTube. Many people, they actually take their Periscope videos and they upload them to YouTube. So don't think that you need a lot. But I want to show you on this video that I did. You can't hear it. This is simply me right now, like what I'm doing with you guys, and I recorded it. But when I recorded it as a Facebook Live, when I uploaded it to YouTube, my words and my lips were not matching up. It didn't match up. It didn't sync up at all. And at first I was like, oh my God, people are gonna laugh at me because, you know, my voice, like my lips were moving, but the words didn't catch up, right? And so I even told the people, I said, listen, y'all. I said, I know that, and I told them, I said, there is a delay in this video. Apologize for that. Please look beyond that and hear my story. I'm sharing from my heart. I will make another video for this with better quality. I really just wanted to touch base with my subscribers. Thank you for rocking with me. I told these people how I was homeless and how I turned my life around, and it was such an amazing video. Why? Because I shared my heart and I used what I had. It was not perfect. And in this video, so the equipment, like your equipment doesn't have to be perfect. People want you to help them solve a problem. And like right now, you guys, I'm gonna see if I take this off, if you can hear this Facebook Live. But my lips and the words are not in sync. Share it. I want you to give me some hearts, give me some likes, because somebody needs. And I was embarrassed, but you know what? This video, it's not a makeup video. It's not any of that. In 13,500, it's been viewed 13,500 times in perfect video. But what's most important, women are like, oh, some of the comments, they're like, the women are like, listen, wait a minute, where the women are like, not the top comments, the recent ones. It's telling me I'm in my cubicle crying with you, because I actually cried in my video. And they said, you know, thank you for this. I needed this, and I'm believing God has more for me. Women who are just like, you're speaking to my life right now. Then this woman, Patricia, oh my Lord, I really feel her. There's someone else out there who thinks like me. Though I've been through my own personal hell, and for the most part, I'm still emotionally and financially feeling it. I'm happy right now. Thanks, girl. I'm following you. We have so many women who are just like, listen, I'm going through this right now. You are giving me hope and courage. That's why you cannot say, you know what, oh, I need, you know, I don't have the right equipment. There are people out there who really need to hear your story, who really need to hear what you have to say. Person, girl, thank you for this. I am sitting here, right here, sunshine. I am sitting here at work crying because I'm contemplating a GoFundMe, and you know, she's down and out. She's at her job crying. I have been to the supermarket with women. Women like, I found your video and I'm in a supermarket and I'm crying. So many women have told me how my video made them cry. So this is all I'm saying. That video was not perfect. See, right here, I'm actually crying right here. It's not it wasn't perfect. It didn't have to be, but it was effective. So that's what YouTube is all about, okay? It's about being effective. All right. So if you feel me on the fact that you don't need a lot of fancy equipment to get started, then type number 4, myth number 4, because we're going to bust through myth number 4. And I can't wait to do that. So if you're following me, if you're rolling with me, if I'm actually opening you up to considering YouTube, then I want you, type myth number 4 and let me know that you're rocking with me. Because listen, I cried, my mascara ran, but that's what people, and let me tell you, those women who watched that, they were inspired, they got on my mailing list, they joined my Facebook group, and they became my clients and customers. They did. So you don't need a lot of that stuff. Get out of that. I need this, I need that. No, YouTube needs you. YouTube needs you. All right, so we're rolling on to myth number 4 about being camera shy. Listen, I have like a musical theater background, some theater background, so animated just a little bit. But this takes practice. Being able to get in front of a camera, and it's just you and a camera, and being able to express yourself and to communicate and to connect. Listen, it's a skill. And if anything is a skill, it means you can learn it. But first you have to get out there. And I just want to tell you that a lot of people tell me I am camera shy. Camera. And what some people do is, what they'll do is they'll invest all this money into like these fancy videos where you only hear their voices. They are okay every once in a while. Like if it's a tutorial, you need to show me something. But you know what? I want to see your beautiful, beautiful face. You want to know why? Because people, I always like to say what comes from the heart touches the heart. And it may not even be like a serious video that you're doing. Maybe you're, let's go back to a person who is a realtor or whatever you are. When people see your face, it's like they feel like they know you and they can reach out to you. And video is a higher conversion. So you want people seeing your face. Like the video that I just showed you, had you only heard my voice, I believe it's a strong story. It would have been effective. But seeing me cry, seeing me pray, seeing my mascara run, seeing me like really choked up, that was powerful. People want real stuff. Now, to the people who I believe that you can get away with not always showing us your face are for our cooks, where you just kind of get right to it. You take pictures of the food and you do the meal prep. But I'm gonna tell you something. People love people. People, when you're on the camera, you are increasing your know, like, and trust. People do business with people they know, they like, and they trust. So when people see your face, so much easier for them to connect with you. And then when you learn how to do things like this using YouTube Live, like you guys are seeing me in real time, you're talking to me, you're interacting with me, and I'm interacting with you. Down so many barriers. You're not reading about me. You're not doing any of that, So you get from behind it being camera shy. And here's the beauty about YouTube. And you want to do some videos. You don't always have to make them public. You can make them private or you can make them unlisted, which means that if someone goes on your channel, they're not going to be able to see you. They're not going to be able to see them until you can become more comfortable. Because I'm telling you, you want to earn the money. You want to earn the money, honey. You want to build a brand. You want to become an expert. You want to become a go-to person. You have to show your face. And I'm telling you, a lot of times, ladies, we think I'm not pretty. I'm this, I'm that. People want the real. They want the real you. And it's not about that. If you listen to me, and actually a great example of not being camera shy and just going for it because you have a message was the example I just showed you. Because when I originally, it was a Facebook Live and I was just telling my story and I just felt led of God, like to pray for people. I was not expecting that. And I just prayed and I just broke down into tears. And I was like, oh my God, I'm on camera praying and crying. People, oh my God. And then I just felt God in my spirit, like, put it on YouTube. I'm like, absolutely not. Those people are going to roast me. And I did it. And that video was a game changer for me. There was no one else like kind of talking to them like that who wasn't a pastor or who wasn't anything, just someone coming from their heart. So change the game for me. So get over this, you're not camera shy. You know, you're camera shy. Imagine me trying to do this and you're not seeing me. So the example I just showed you is a perfect example. The fact that you need to show your beautiful face. Because it's more than just your face, it's your heart. Show us your heart. And when you speak, show us that you know what you're talking about. Let us know, like, and trust you. And the way to get that done faster is for us to see your beautiful face. Feel me crying. I'm trying to tell y'all that video did it for me. It was the very last part. It did it. All right. So I'm going to actually move on to myth number 5. Myth number 5 about the negative internet trolls. But before I do, I want to be clear that you understand what I mean, because the example in number 3 really covered 3. You don't always need the right equipment, and it covered number 4. People want what's real. So before I move on, telling me you're rolling with me, type number 5 so I can go to myth number 5. And myth number 5 is about them trolls, okay? I was afraid to actually do YouTube lives like this because of trolls, I'm like, people are negative. And I'm going to show you, I had one video, you guys, I had to shut it down. I had to shut down the comments because people were being rude. People were being disrespectful, and I didn't understand because I'm a positive person. You have the ability to disable comments. If you feel like what you're going to post is very controversial or people are going to have opinions, this is your channel. The comments, okay? Do not allow negative internet trolls to stop you from putting your message out there. Because the funny thing is, when people will come to me, they would try to say negative things on the hair videos. The funniest thing about this was, I'm like, you're sitting up here talking about me, but you're also hoping to get me paid because you're watching my videos and you're probably sharing it and everything else. So who's the smart person now? So I'm going to actually show you that this is your channel. You control that, okay? And believe me, unless your content is like bad, you're going to have more people who love you than people who don't, okay? So I'm going to show you some examples of that. All right, I'm going to show you some examples because I want you to be encouraged and I want you to be inspired. Great. As soon as we get to where we need to go. Oh, here we are here. I'm sorry. Here we are right here. There was a video I did. There's a video I did, right, everyone? And people had so much to say, and they were really, they were just so negative. And they were, here it is, this video right here. And it's a bone straight look without natural hair. And this was me. I used to go to the Dominicans to get my hair done. And when I would go to the Dominicans to get my hair done, I found out a way for her to straighten my hair without using the flat irons. And it was with her using the blow dryer. And it was one part in here where, you know, with her, like to get your edges or whatever like that, she used a flat iron. But I kept that part in there because that's part of her technique. But to get my actual hair straight, and you can see my roots and everything, she did not use a flat iron. Well, people had something to say about this. And this is the video that where I have the most dislikes. I have almost 1,800 dislikes. I have 5,000 likes. So I have about, like, what is that? 5 to 1. It's about like 5 to 1 or 4 to 1 or whatever. So even though there were people who disliked it, people who liked it, And this had 737,000 views. So when you look at the number of views versus the number of people who disliked it, it was such a small percentage. But as you can see here, comments are disabled for this video. So whenever you're seeing YouTube videos and you're seeing comments are disabled, it is because people are like, listen, this is my channel. I put out the content I want to, but guess what? You're not going to come on here and you're not going to just do and say what you want to say. And there are ways also on your channel where you can get it where the channel, the comments actually have to roll through you in order for you to approve them. So I just grew tired of people just, to me, it's being ignorant, because I'm like, listen, this is just my suggestion. If you don't want to take heed or whatever, then kick rocks. But you can disable your comments. So you don't have to deal with negative internet trolls, okay? You do not have to deal with negative internet trolls, and that is not the norm. Not the norm. Usually when you have great content and your viewers are into you, that's not the norm. Those negative internet trolls is not the norm at all. So don't fall for it. Don't believe it. So how many of you now see that all of the 5 myths, right? Going through all of the 5 myths, and I believe I busted them. I believe I busted them, but do you believe that I busted the myths? If you do, I want you to type busted comments as in, no, just type, well, busted or bust. Type that in the comments, okay? Because it lets me know that I have at least inspired you, encouraged you to take another look at YouTube. And it's not this crazy, place that people make it out to be. You saw in the beginning how YouTube invites me to special places, how they let me use their equipment, how they pay me every month, how I'm able to connect with beautiful people like you and teach you and inspire you. And it has truly built my business. And a lot of the women who are listening, who are on the chat right now, they found me through videos like this. And I know that a positive impact upon their lives. And not only can I do it, but you can do it too. All right. I love that. They're like busted, because you guys are starting to see it's not what you think it is. Now, with that being said, even though I busted some of the myths. With that being said, I actually I want to extend to some of you who would like a chance to explore YouTube further and to explore YouTube with someone that would be moi, who has actually really harnessed YouTube and really was able to make YouTube work for my business. If you are interested in that, I would love your permission to be able to present to you something that I have, a way for you to work with me. So I want to introduce you to Icon. Icon is my brand new program that I created for people like you, for entrepreneurs, for small business owners, for skills, people who have a message, like many of you on here. I created this program to show you how to create a video channel that builds your brand and your bank account. I'm going to show you through this program how you can build an awesome channel, how you can optimize in the YouTube. When we say optimize, that means that you are making tweaks here and there to really make YouTube work for you. And it's like you're going to hire YouTube to become an employee in your business, okay? So I am so excited, and this is how the things I'm going to teach you is how I was able to earn $7,500 once I learned how to use YouTube. So this is Icon, and I love the name Icon because you can truly create whatever you want on YouTube. You can turn yourself into an icon. I just love it. I really, truly do. And so let me tell you about Icon. So what do you receive? Well, there are 4 modules. Really, there are 5. There are 4 modules. I give you a bonus one. The first one is set up a winning dashboard. So in YouTube, there's a lot of behind the scenes things that makes your YouTube channel work. And I love it. I'm very techie like that. I really, really do love it. So I'm going to answer your questions right after I explain Icon. So the first module is all about setting up that winning dashboard. All right. Then the second module is about monetizing your channel. You know, two ways to get paid: to monetize it so that you can put yourself in a position for YouTube to pay you every month, and that will take up your audience. But for those of you who want to begin to really use it in your business, I can show you how to position yourself as an expert, as a go-to person, so that you can start offering your products and services through YouTube and start earning money that way. That's where the $7,500 came from. And then 3 is about content creation. How long should your videos be? What should the format of your video be like? You know, coming up with a content schedule. That is what this module is all about. And then 4, setting up a winning homepage. You don't realize it, but just like a website has a homepage, YouTube, and I want to show you how to set up a winning homepage that works for you. And then the bonus is how you can win with YouTube Live, because right now I'm winning with YouTube Live, and I want to show you how to win with YouTube Live. So these are the modules that you will receive. It's all in a membership site, so you'll have access to the videos and the worksheets to walk you through all of these things so you can set it up step by step. What are the benefits? You get a private support group. I said pre-training leading up to the event, 30 days of coaching after the event. You guys, I'm going to be totally transparent. That is for another program of mine. But with this, it's a private support group. You have access to the videos and the modules. And in the support group, it's lifetime access. And the reason why is because I want to build a community. Because when you're first getting started, you need as many people supporting your videos as possible until, you know, enough people start hearing about you to get subscribers. And that is how it works. So disregard the pre-training and disregard the 30 days of coaching, because that does not apply for this. I just didn't change that slide, but it is a private support group. And here's where you can register: bestsellingyear.com. You can actually go there right now and you can register. And so when you pay in full, you get to save $50, a one-time payment, or you can take, it's a 2-payment option. You gain access to the private, when you pay in full, you gain access to a private content mapping session. And what that is that for people who pay in full, I'm going to have a private session where I'm going to really show you how to take what it is that you offer and how to chop it up, how to dissect it, so that you will know what kinds of videos you should be creating, and you know, it's the kind of videos, and help you to really map out your content. Okay, so once again, you can go to bestsellingyear.com, and I just have one question: will you join me? Will you join me for Icon? How many of you want to know more about Icon and you want to join me? You want to know more and you want to join me, because I want you to join me too. And I'm actually going to take you actually to the home page, the actual sales page, so you can see how much it costs, and we'll walk through that. Okay, so it's actually I'm going to walk you through the home page of that so that you can learn more about it. It actually starts on February the 6th, 2017. So this is after the Super Bowl, after all of that, we're going to get started. So it gives you a couple of weeks to, like, you know, be able to invest or get the money together, whatever you have to do. All right. So we go here. I'm going to tell you more about Icon. I'm going to take you to the sales page very quickly. Take you to the sales page. So we're going to go to Best Selling Year. Just go to bestsellingyear.com. And I just wanted to tell you more of the specifics about Best Selling Year. So Best Selling Year, it's a one-time payment of $247. Or it's a 2-payment option where you actually end up paying 2 payments of $150. So when you take this option, it's $150 that day, and then 2 weeks later, you pay another $150. So the people who make that one-time payment, you actually pay $50, roughly $50 less than the people who do the 2 payments. So I'm going to show you here how to set up a winning dashboard, monetize your channel, create content. Those of you like, I don't know what to talk about. Like you saw the whispers red lady, right? But still, you still need to know how to structure your, all right, for you to make it work. And I'm going to show you just how I structure my content, how to set up a winning homepage, and how the bonus is how to win with YouTube Live. Okay, so I'm going to just show you very quickly what I mean by being able to structure your content. Those of you who do the one-time payment, if you look here at my page, this is my homepage on YouTube. I have structured my content. So I talk about life, I talk about beauty, and I talk about business. And then I have my Teen Girl Empowerment Diva Academy. So that is how I chose to structure my content. But how would you know how to structure yours? And then also, if you look at my page here, I'm very proud of my page. It's nice and clean. And I think you take me seriously. You see my content here, and it's structured. It's really optimized. I want to show you how to do that and how to create that for yourself. And I will be more than happy to show you how to do that in this program. It's a group coaching program. And so we'll have our private group, but then you will be able to access all of the modules in a separate portal. So you will always have access to the videos and the worksheets. You never have to worry about that. And the last day to register is February the 6th, 2017. It's a one-time payment of $247, and then there's a two-payment option where you actually pay $50 more. All right, so I think that is a great value for that. It is Icon. So as promised, I am now going to do some on-the-spot coaching for about 10 minutes or so. So any questions that you may have, for those of you who have stuck around, I truly appreciate you, and I will be more than happy to answer some of your questions, all right? So when you are ready, just go ahead and ask me some questions. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the chat. So you got to put your questions in the chat, and I will actually answer them. So while I'm waiting, I will go back through some of the questions. So yes, April Denmark said, I am not techie. I will need help. Once you learn, like YouTube is really not that techie. It really isn't. So you don't have to worry about that. But there's going to be step-by-step instruction that shows you how to set your back end, how to set your dashboard up, so you do not have to worry about that. That's a good thing. Somebody asked me what software I use for my videos. Like right now, I'm not using any software. I'm just using my webcam, and I'm using YouTube. All right, Deborah, you hang in there. Deborah, or Deborah, I think that's how she pronounced it. I'm trying to see if I have some questions as I wait for you guys to answer some questions for me, and to ask some questions rather. All right. Okay. So the questions are starting to pour in. All right. So Lori wants to know, how do you build an audience? That is like the #1 question that I get, Lori. Thank you for asking that. Here's the deal with YouTube. The way you build an audience is you have to produce great content, and you have to produce in the beginning. What do I mean by a lot of it? I mean that you need to become committed and dedicated and say, you know what? I'm going to produce a video a week. It seems like a lot to some people, but if you're not used to it, a video a week can be like, it can be a lot, but you want to begin to be consistent, because the more consistent you are, the more people are going to start tuning in. And here's the truth about YouTube. You're going to get views. Like, people are going to view your stuff before they subscribe to you. And we're all into selling ourselves. Even in sales, it takes 5 to 12 times for someone to see something or for someone to hear something before they buy. So that's why you need to be in the beginning producing content, coming up with the steady flow, being consistent. That is how you win the game with YouTube, with building up an audience. So you do it with your content. That's why I don't want you spending a lot of money on equipment, because you need to get videos up that are effective. You need to get those videos up so that you can begin to gain traction. Remember, YouTube is a big search engine. If you don't have anything for them to search, so that's where my coaching comes in, where I can help you to develop a content strategy and a content calendar. I actually was trained by Google one-on-one 2 years ago, and that's what she told me. She said, where's your content schedule? You need to be producing more. Also, too, with YouTube actually is supporting a lot of its young and new content creators. They will feature your stuff, but you have to show them that you're out there producing content. Like if you want to become part of some programs, they'll be like, you have had to produce X amount of number of new videos in the past 2 months. So if you don't have any new content, they're not going to help, because remember, they need you to produce content so they can run some ads on your stuff. So Lori, I hope that I answered that for you. I'm going to go to, all right, so I'm going to go to April. April is saying, I would like to start a health channel to focus on teaching about health supplements. All right, so my advice to you, April, about the health supplements. I believe, April, didn't you tell me you were a nurse? I believe you told me you were a nurse. So remember I told you about the bonus. If you pay in full, you get a private, you become on a private class where I show you how to take your experiences as a nurse and your own personal experiences to build your channel and to deliver your point of view. So there are so many people out there who are talking about supplements. What makes you different? So that's where coaching with me and, making that one-time payment and really, going ahead and just going for it. That's where that comes into play, because the whole thing is what's going to make you different. Remember my hair video, what made me different? I was trying to tell everybody how to style their hair. I was trying to tell people how to take care of their hair. And then I talked about my faith. Almost nobody was talking about their faith in hair. That made me stand out. So our job is to help you, April, to bring all of your personal and your professional experience to your videos in a very unique way. So if you talk about health supplements, you won't sound like everybody else. So I hope that has helped you. Yeah. So listen, this is a good one. How many of you are or network marketers? And let's just say you're selling tea or you're selling different products for health products. Here's where a lot of you make your mistake. You worry about branding the company. The company is already branded. Let's just say if it's tea. The tea company is already branded. What's not branded is you. So when you create your YouTube channel, it should be your name or something that's related to you, not the brand of whatever you are selling. And then we need to see you, the person. Well, how is this helping you in your life? And what are the benefits for me? If you just get on and just tell me about these products, you're going to lose. People want to know about the person. You have to brand yourself. So that's also a part of being in the course, is learning, how do I differentiate myself and how do I brand myself? That's where a lot of network marketers go wrong. Or even realtors, you're branding the company. Brand yourself. What do you bring to the table? How can you help people? All right, you just happen to work there. That's the mistake most people make. Because if you ever leave and go to another company, people are going to know April. People are going to know Lori. Not necessarily the places, the companies that you work for. All right, so Miss Frazier says she believes that I busted all except number 5. What was number 5? The trolls. Well, listen, Miss Frazier, you're going to have to get out there, and believe me, the right people will be there for you. You cannot allow the fact that a few negative, crazy people may be out there and may say something negative, because guess what? There are so many more people out there who need you. What if I said, you know what, I'm not going to do this because people are going to talk about me on this? So that's something, it comes with the territory. So for me to totally just skip over that, that's not right. Out there, but so what? You're gonna make it anyway. So All right, so April just said how herbal supplements helped her son with asthma. That's very good. That's a great way that you can begin to differentiate yourself. Miss Vindy is one of my one of my clients, and let's just say Vindy. Vindy in her past life used to be no she Anna. What's that word? Esthetician, yeah, esthetician, right? So that means she knows about the massage and the oils and stuff like that. So on your channel, Vindy, you can talk about how women need to, practice more self-love and take care of themselves more, and which oils help with this. You can create the different kinds of like homemade remedies for your skin and your hair, all based upon what you do, but you would break it up so you wouldn't be boring. And people would be like, oh my gosh, like, let me check out Vindy. What does she have out there now? How can she help me now? So that's how you kind of flavor so that you don't sound like everybody else. All right. So April is telling us more of her story that her son is 8 and he almost lost his life. So you could definitely help a lot of parents out there with children who have asthma. All right. So let me see if I have some more questions here. Questions here. Hold on. All right. I think somebody else had a question. I didn't go over it. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. Rhonda Brown says, what ideas do you have for educating parents with students that are struggling in public school? Oh my goodness. That one right there is amazing because for one, there are a lot of parents out there who need, but what you said is very broad. So are they parents who deal with children in the inner cities, public schools? Are they parents who what if their child has like ADHD? What if their child is autistic? What do you say to that? So you'll begin to see, oh, I can speak to different things. I can speak to different subjects all under that one topic. So if I were you and I was starting a channel like that, I would make sure that many of my videos were positive, showing parents how to affirm their children. I would do expert interview videos where you get different experts to help you to answer some questions. You can do that easily with video about like where's the state of education going. Then just some of your you can have your viewers, subscribers ask you questions and then you answer them. What do you do when this happens? What do you do when that happens? And remember the different subsets. What if my child needs an IEP? How do I navigate that? Can you speak to that? What if my child has autism? Can you speak to that? So there are many different things. And then which age range of children? Is it kids from K to 12 or is it early childhood education? Is it elementary? Is it middle school? Is it high school? Do you start to see all the different ways you can slice up your content? So I hope that has helped you some way. Okay, so Shelly Shell wants to know, where are you holding a private session? A private session will be more than likely in one of my online meeting rooms. So what will happen is you sign up for the program. The people who do the one payment, you sign up for it, you go through the modules, and you're going to be in the private community. And then on a certain date, I will give you access to this private class that we're going to have where you can begin to really break down your content in ways that can make you different. The way that I have the program set up is like the first 4 modules will take about a month. Is for you to get this channel set up. Like it's easier, it appears easier than what it is, but for you to fully optimize your channel. For example, if you want to earn money on YouTube, you must have a website. Around it, you must have your own website if you want to earn money with YouTube. Not only if you want YouTube to cut you a check, but if you want to earn it the way I earn it, you need your own website. You're going to need some different, if you want to have a logo design, those things are going to take some time. I'm going to show you how to get all those things done very inexpensively, or how to do it yourself, but those things take time. So the first 4 weeks or so of the program is just going to be about getting your channel together, optimizing it, and then I'm going to be stretching some of you guys. Because you're going to have to create videos you know, within that time, because you have to have videos on your channel in order to do certain things. And then I'm going to challenge some of you, well, actually all of you, to do a YouTube live, being camera shots. This is going to be really great. So the first month or so, we are really working to get this channel together. Then you're going to be doing YouTube lives. You're going to be uploading videos, because you have to get over whatever your hangups are. You have to get over them. And then we're going to have this community. I want to get as many people in here as possible, so that when you start producing your videos, you have a community of people who are supporting you, who are going to be watching your stuff, who's going to be sharing your stuff. That's what you need in the beginning. I did not have that in the beginning, but what I did have is I had a business mind. Like, wait a minute, I can be different. I can solve a problem. And I knew about keywords. I just kind of figured out keywords. That really helped me. So you're going to have more of an advantage than I did. And then you have access to this community. And anybody who's worked with me, you know I am big on community. I'm big on being positive and really motivating. So, all right. So, thank you. All right. Yes. So why, someone asked the question, why do you need a website? You need a website because that is how YouTube pays you. That's just the way that it's set up. Like, you have to have a website and prove that you own it for YouTube, for Google to pay you. I didn't set it up that way, but that's just how it is. So now that you know that, you know, and it doesn't have to be some old fancy website or whatever, but you need a website. You need a website to get started, to get to monetize your channel. You need that. Are there any more questions for me? Any more questions? If there aren't any more questions, I thank you so much for your time. I had a lot of fun. If you found value in this YouTube live, please type value in the comments. And those of you who are on my list, I will send you the worksheet. I meant to send it earlier today. I apologize. I'm going to send you the worksheet, just so if you ever want to watch this again, you can go back through it and you can take notes. Okay, so make sure you get on my list. I'm going to drop the link in the comments below. Please share this. Okay, and one last time, I'm going to show you, take you to Icon, where you can check it out and see what it's all about. All right, and with Icon, remember, here's what you're going to get. Set up a winning dashboard, monetize your channel, create your content, set up a winning homepage, and win with YouTube Live. One-time payment of $247. Then there's a 2 payment. Go here, and class begins February the 6th, 2017. So remember, just go to bestsellingyear.com. All right, just go to bestsellingyear.com. Thank you so much for joining me. I had such an amazing time, and I really hope that many of you will be my clients and that you will take advantage of Icon. So you guys are the first to really hear about Icon and see all of what it has to offer. Hopefully you get on my list so you can hear more about it. And I am so excited, you guys. And guess what? I will see you on the other side. And I want you to be blessed. And remember, whether or not you enroll in my program or not, of course I want you to. Don't you want to hang out with me? But I want you to take a serious look at YouTube. You can use it in your business. I am using it in my business right now. And guess what? I believe I'm winning. I am winning with YouTube Live in my business right now. There's no reason why you should just let this wonderful platform fall to the wayside. And I am a life and business coach. I've been in the game. I have great results. And I'm just so excited about Icon because, listen, there's so many things that you can do to better your business. And this is the new year, it's 2017. You spend February with me getting this channel up and running and getting it together and being able to operate with wisdom and knowledge and strategy. There's no telling where you can, or where you can go with your channel. And the sky is truly the limit. And I really hope and pray that you trust me and you give me a chance to help you to get your message out there, to get your business out there to people who need it. Don't you want people telling you, I'm so glad you posted this. I really look forward to your channel. I really look forward to what you have to say. And don't let me make all the money either. Okay, don't let me earn all the money using YouTube. All those other platforms are wonderful. I'm even going to show you how to use the other platforms in conjunction with YouTube to make it work. Okay, you guys, this is Shalena D.I.V.A, the Purpose Driven Diva, and I will see you on the other side. Be blessed.